back, baby. We're back with one of these football videos, bro. I know y'all really like them. Well, hopefully you really like them. But I really like making these videos, bro. And we're back, but with the new setup. I know I usually talk about CONCACAF and Gold Cup, and now I'm talking about the thing I'm most passionate about. I think the thing I grew up watching as a kid. Thing my dad, my uncles, my brother, everything that just boils up into one, and that's what I love, and that's Liga MX, man. Liga MX has been my favorite league, period. I watch it all the time. I mean, since I was a kid, I used to watch Viernes Botanero, Sábado Futbolero. I used to watch America games when they played at 12 in the afternoon and Sunday. I used to watch America games when they played 6 o'clock on 6 o'clock in the afternoons. You know what I mean? Anytime I'd watch America games, bro. And then not even that, dude. I would load up every Friday. I would load up Puebla versus Tijuana or something. You know what I mean? And then after it would be Cruz Azul versus somebody else. And then Saturday's games would be like the Toluca, Santos, Monterrey games. And then Medical plays Sunday. Dude, I used to watch Liga MX games every day. That's due to the fact that my mom was crazy and didn't let me leave the house. But you know what? Let it slide. What it is like. But yeah, dude, I'm happy that Liga MX is back. I'm gonna make you these videos maybe weekly. I'm gonna try weekly, dude. I don't know what name. Right now I'm thinking about Noti MX. Notificación MX or Noti, N-O-T-I MX. But I don't know. I think it's a little too Mexican for me. But I don't know. Maybe whatever. It's my channel. But thank you guys for coming through, bruh. Let's lock in. I'm gonna be giving 3 transfers I'm looking forward to. I'm gonna be giving who I think is gonna win the league. And I'm be the teams that I think is gonna disappoint. Because there's teams that looking like right now. The first game happened. Just looking at the teams that are gonna disappoint. Alright, let's get into it, baby. Start off, man, with the Jornada 1, and I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I've seen the highlights only. I've seen some reportajes on the games, so I can only tell you what I know. Correct? Correct. So when I tell you some scores are America 1-1, I'm an America fan. I saw that game from the get-go. Starting off, man, on last Friday's games, Jornada 1, America Juarez, my beloved America. They played Friday, and I guess I could just talk about yesterday's game as well. We tied 1-1 against Juarez, but then we beat Tijuana 3-1. The America game I saw yesterday, both America games I saw because they played on the both days I could see them. America didn't impress me. America didn't play good enough in my opinion. And America's winning these games purely America didn't lose this one game because of let's get this straight. America dominated Juarez for about 70 minutes of the game. And then Eric Sanchez got the red. A stupid freaking red. He needs to be smarter right there. He needs to be smarter. And then the Pizarro goal kills us. And at that point we were asking for the fucking whistle to blow. Because at that point, what else can you do? But it's okay. We've always struggled in our first game. As an America fan, I don't get it. We've always struggled our first games. There's never moments where I think, man, maybe we can win this first game of the season. We always struggle. I don't know what it is. Ever since I was a kid, we always struggled. But that being said, that first game, there's not much to say about it, bro. Some players are coming in, Copa Oro. I let it slide. Preseason. Tijuana game. Jornada 2. Played earlier because America's going to play the Campeón de Campeones. A game that I might go to. It works. I don't know. America played this game. Different mentality. They came out more attacking. Brian, Sendejas, right? El Buffalo, who I think if Martin isn't playing, the Buffalo needs to pick it up because Zúñiga is coming to play. 31 years old. He's telling himself, hey, I'm 31 and I'm playing in Club America. If you're getting called up to Uruguay, Garcia's getting called up to Uruguay, Rodriguez getting called up to Uruguay, why can't I call up to Colombia? Zúñiga knows if he has a good two tournaments, he can sneak his way to the Colombian team easily. It won't be easy to play in the team, but he can easily sneak his way into the team. So Buffalo needs to pick it up. And then we play with Jonathan Fidalgo, Alexis Gutierrez, his first game starting, who I'll give him time. It's his first game. He should be used to the stadium. He played Cruz Azul, which kind of bothers me. And then we played Cáceres. Reyes came off the bench, but it was Cáceres, Alvarez, Orquin, and Igor Lichnowsky and Cota. It's a good team. Orquin, a left back, I don't mind him. He's decent. There's Borja, and And I'll say this: I'm happy that they sent Calderon out to Necaxa, and they kept Orquin. Orquin's 22. Orquin's more comfortable playing maybe under Borja, because Borja may be the starting left back, but that's okay. That's okay. But what I'm saying is, right now we are winning these games purely off the basis that these teams are not good enough to beat us. Tijuana's team is not good enough to beat us. Tijuana's forward was Querétaro's starting forward last season. Scored like 5 goals, 6 goals. I don't know. That says a lot about this Tijuana team. Abel's first team ever coaching. That says a lot about this team. And America's only winning these games purely because their team is already better. But when it comes to play the Tigres, the Monterreys, the Cruz Azuls, the Chivas, who even they're starting to know something over there. Do we have the players for it? Brian Rodriguez is gonna leave to Qatar. He's going to Qatar. Who's gonna come in for him? We've only signed Isaías Violante, Alexis Gutierrez. And I'm not saying they're bad players, but they're role players at most. The most they can do is add to the team, but there's nobody here that's gonna make the team just be that difference maker, you know. And I don't know. I'm gonna support it because I trust Baños and I trust Jardine. Those are geniuses. They're geniuses. But at this point in time, I'm gonna say we don't look like we're gonna sign anybody remotely to the standard of Tigres or Monterrey signed. It is what it is. I mean, it is what it is. That day, bro. Puebla versus Atlas and Querétaro versus Tijuana. Tijuana edging that game out 1-0 from an autogol. That's crazy. And it seems kind of weird because I'm talking about those past games, but I'm just giving you the quick scores. You know what I mean? And I like doing that. You know, like a little resume. And then Atlas beats Puebla 3-2 with the game winner from Adrian Mora. Adrian Mora, who's been for Atlas I think a long time, and a sleeper game from Djordjevic, whatever his name is, but he's a freaking good player. A very good player. And I think he's going to continue bringing good for Atlas. And then the Saturday's game. And we had Cruz Azul and Mazatlan tie 0-0. Mazatlan under Siboldi looking alright. Cruz Azul with Larcamon looked decent. Like I said, I saw the highlights. The chances they weren't looking very clear to me. But like I said, first game of the season, I think all these teams need to calm down. If you're a fan of all these teams and you have high expectations for these teams, as you should for these teams, because I think a lot of teams in NMX are favorites. Everybody has very good players. But preseason, think about it. Toluca beat Necaxa 3-1, and then yesterday they beat Santos 4-2 after going down 2-0. Oseja, scoring the second goal and then getting a silly red. Silly red. And then that gave what? Helinho the 2 goals, 43rd, 48th. And then Morales, the Paraguayan player from Toluca, ended it slotting it home, bringing the last 2 goals, making it 4-2. Toluca looks good again. If Toluca continue looking this good, I can see. Now hold it, please. I can see Toluca getting it to another final at least. If I see the next 4 torneos, that's 2 years, I can see them making at least 2 finals. If they continue having these players, right? And Toluca, even making those team changes, they look decent. They have the players to have a good second team. Herrera, Helinho, Morales. They have Facundo Pereira. They have decent players. And they're showing that they're not going to stop. They're not going to stop, bro. Toluca is on the verge of having a generational team if they continue like this. And other teams should be worried. And in another games, bruh, Pumas losing 3-0 to this Santos team. And we'll get to it. And the last game of Jornada 1 was Monterrey losing 3-0 against Pachuca. Oh my God. And that's a perfect segue to the teams I think are going to be the worst teams. Now that we got all those scores out the way, I'm going to give you guys my 3 signings to look out for, bro, in this season. Number 1, Joao Pedro from Atlético San Luis. He, understandably, was Calgary's top player 2-3 years ago, 4 years ago maybe. And then he went on to different teams, Fenerbahce, Gremio, whole city. He's coming to Atlético San Luis, kind of unknown. He scored the winner against Leon. He played the whole game. He held the ball up. He honestly, I don't see nobody really touching him in the box when it comes to skill. He could be a top player for San Luis. And that's a very, and San Luis again, another sleeper team. Don't sleep on San Luis. Don't sleep on San Luis, man. Watch out for them. Watch out for them. Number 2, I'm gonna give it to. If this is a rogue shout, crazy shout, crazy shout. Please listen to me. Thomas Jacob. Newell's old boys to Necaxa. A right back, center defensive mid, center back. You know what I mean? Play the back 3. He looks very good. Started the last what? I think what 20 games for Newell's. Newell's didn't want to give him up. Newell's did not want to give him up. But Necaxa sent one offer in. They denied it. They said, "Oh, they're not gonna do it again." Necaxa, another offer in. Ryan Reynolds money, that Wrexham money. Now they have Thomas Jacob. This is what I'm looking for. I'm only looking out for this because I believe Thomas Jacob is gonna do so good in Necaxa, that he will get signed to another team, like Paradela. You know what I mean? Like Cambindo sooner or later. It's gonna happen. Necaxa is becoming a little buy and sell team, bro. That's gonna happen. Watch him. Thomas Jacob. That's my second one. My number 3. Oh, my number 3, but my number 1, who I think is gonna kill him. It's nonetheless, I still think Correa is the signing of the season, and no one's gonna top that. And Hilton Correa coming to Liga MX is as important as I think James coming to Liga MX. Literally. And people didn't understand that he's a World Cup winner. Yeah, Atletico Madrid, whatever. Yeah, okay. He was a bench player, but he wasn't a bench player forever. Maybe this past season, 2 seasons. He's still a freaking great player at 30 years old, and he's still basically in his prime. He's not gonna just go down. I promise you, Tigres fans, you should most definitely 1, ask a lot of him. 1, 2, you guys will get a lot from this player, I believe. And that is my top 3 signings of Liga MX. And this leads into, oh, this is a bad one. The most disappointing team. Who I think is gonna disappoint the most. And I take a lot of things into consideration, bro. I love Liga MX, and I've seen it a lot of years. I've watched it a long time. So I'm making these videos now. I'm finally making these videos. The most disappointing team in the season is gonna be Monterrey. They lost 3-0 against Pachuca. Oh, I said Pachuca? Jesus Christ, they're in my head. God damn, I love America. No, they lost 3-0 against Pachuca. A Pachuca that looked awful in the Club World Cup under Jimmy Lozano. Dominic Torrent looked confused, bamboozled. Maybe it was the first game jitters, you know what I mean? But then you look at those team difference. Canales, Torres, Ramos, De Osa. And it just seems like another season for Rayados, where it's gonna be a lot of ups and downs, a lot of we're gonna fire him, no, let's keep him, no, let's fire. They don't look good. They didn't look good. They look good in the Club World Cup, but now they're coming back to the Liga MX where it's just a bit choppy, bro. It's always been a bit choppy for them in the past 5 years, and I don't think it's gonna get any better for them. I think they will disappoint. There's teams like Pumas who I think will also disappoint, but they don't have this. They don't have the money that Monterrey invested in, and then that's why I think Monterrey will be the biggest disappointment this season. Doesn't mean I don't think they fight Torrento, but they will disappoint this season. In the episode, bro, of my first ever Noti MX, I like that, Noti MX. The team who I think is gonna freaking upset the whole league, toda la liga, FC Juarez. Martin Varini, a 33-year-old Uruguayan coach, 33, yes, 33, already coached Atlético Paranense, probably pretty badly, but he coached them anyways. They didn't look bad against America. I saw the whole game. They have Ricardinho, who I looked into. He was a pretty big deal in Santa Clara. And they have Madson. And then this Guillermo Castillo guy, who's not going to stay there for long. I promise you, he will not stay in Juarez for long. And then they have Diego Campillo, who came from America. No, not Diego Campillo. They have Diego Ochoa, who came from Guadalajara for Campillo. That guy's a good center back, man. A very good center back. Dude, I didn't know. I was like, this is the kid who played in the under-17 World Cup. And I was like, what? Why did Chivas let him go? And I'm looking at him here. He's decent. And Ricardo Mayorga next to him. And they have Moises Mosquera. Moises Mosquera is a good center back. Came from Famalicão, bro. He went to Europe. He was playing in Europe like when he was young, and he came to Juarez, and he's solidified himself as that could be a good back three. And then Sebastian Jurado, the captain. And the only bad part about this team, I mean, bad part, I guess you could say, is that they only won one cambio because the rest of their team was under 20 or under 20-year-olds. They had Pizarro, Benny Diaz, and the rest. So Martin Varini has to work with something here. They're not giving them a lot. They're not. But he has good players. And then they have Rodriguez outside the wing. It's a good team. It's a good, decent team. And I think they will be the upset team of the season. And we'll make Liga. But not from playoffs. Not from play-in. They will make it directly. That's how far I'm trusting this Juarez team, bro. Watch out for them. Last season they didn't do that bad. This season they're gonna make Liga straight in. And that, my boys, is my first episode ever of No Te Mequis. Come on, yeah. Thank you guys for watching, man. I mean, hopefully this does alright, bro, because I love Liga MX, bro. I've always loved Liga MX, man, and I want to continue making these videos. If not, I'm gonna continue making these videos because I love Liga MX. Everybody, man, y'all have a good time, brother. Maybe I drop once a week. Maybe I'll try to like divide them too because there's just a lot to talk about Liga MX. Thank you guys for watching, bro. Keep pushing forward. Watch the Liga. Arriba la América. Keep up and never. And that's all, brother. Keep watching the league. Arriba la América. Keep pushing forward. Never look back. And always stay up, See ya.